This is Sylvaria, a Bedrock and Java server where leveling stats unlock special abilities for whatever tool you're using. And not only this, but there's a leaderboard for the top 3 people in every single corresponding stat. And my goal is to reach number 1 in every stat at the same time, competing against players and even admins for every number 1 spot simultaneously. That's it? Just level 30 in fishing? I know what we're gonna do. Since fishing was going to be by far the easiest skill to reach number 1, it was the obvious starting point for the beginning of the game, and so I got to work. So by this point, I've only been active on the server for about 5 minutes, and obviously, I did not trust this guy. Now at first, I was not going to accept at all. But then I found this amazing island, so I was able to set up a base pretty early. And so I put all my stuff in a chest, and then I RTP'd for a good safety measure. Oh my gosh. Yo! Slash home. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, what a W guy. And with nothing else to do, I started fishing. And fishing. And fishing, and fishing, and before I knew it, I was level 40, which is already 10 over the original number 1 spot. But obviously, I'm not just going to stop there, because that would be ridiculous. So I kept fishing. Now obviously, fishing for hours on end is incredibly boring, so I decorated my island a little bit with a half-built house, and a big old farm, and my copper golem. My only friend. And then you know what I did after that? I kept on fishing. Level 100. Dude. It gets so much more difficult. Past level 50, bro. Okay, that's actually kind of insane. And this is especially crazy because I've made 99% of all of my money from fishing quests, which would normally be pretty much impossible, but there's a glitch and it makes every fish count for all fishing quests. And since rare fish normally need fewer catches than common ones, catching common fish completes the rare quests too. So quests finish way faster and give way more money than intended. After level 100 in fishing, some issues started to arise. Number 1, I stupidly built my house in the resource world, which means it's going to reset after the month, which is obviously not what I wanted, but that was too bad. So I was going to have to leave my home. And obviously, step number 1 of moving homes is to get Prot 4 gear, despite already having some. And with that, the base was finished. Can we get a whales versus goldfish in the comments? I'm personally picking whales. They're healthier than goldfish. They're more dense. Like less airy, you know? Which I personally like. Some people might not, but I do. And it's overall pretty solid. Whoa. Oh. I had to put him down, dude. I'm sorry. Now we are officially making a complete shift from fishing to strictly mining. Unless we get distracted. But for the most part, just mining. Definitely no fishing. Ever again, hopefully. Holy aura, bro. Why is there just a random hole here? Oh. So it was at this point I was about 2 to 3 hours in mining. I didn't get very many diamonds because I was trying to level up my mining stat, and copper is a lot better than diamonds because there's just so much of it. But I found an ancient city, and obviously I had to explore it. Bank on the idea of a chest figure. No, it is looted. Okay, bro, what is this? There's literally a crater, bro. What? After level 250, mining was slowed down exponentially compared to the start. And I knew if I wanted to become #1 in mining, I'd have to get on par with the top players on this server. And to make matters worse, the super hard recipes for custom gear turned out to be quite easy. But since I didn't check when I should have, I missed out on a pickaxe that I could actually afford within a reasonable amount of time. But for the time being, I had to put it on hold because I had a metric ton of ores that needed to be mined with Fortune 3. So here's the progress. We've upgraded the setup a little bit. That's insane. It's literally going so fast. Okay, this is how much we have left. This is what the resources are looking like. We're #3 in mining, by the way. How exciting is that? I didn't even realize. Overall position 9th on the server. Mining top 3. Oh, I'm tied. I can almost get the boots. That's actually possible though, because that's like farmable, you know what I'm saying? We do have pig set. I'm putting that in there. Oh, yeah, bro. I'll leave for 10 minutes, bro. Genuinely? What the heck, bro? With the Royal Guard boots acquired, I was able to move on to the next easiest item, the fishing rod, requiring a stack of pufferfish and tropical fish for the first recipe, and a blue axolotl for the second trade, which may seem pretty difficult considering it's a 1 in 1200 chance, but I just traded 20 diamond blocks to someone who had multiple. And when looking at the recipes, I realized that the shield was actually also going to be really easy because I already have everything except for the 30 crying obsidian, which I then bartered for. And this whole time I've been on and off grinding the materials for both of the pickaxes, but after getting loaned a super pickaxe, I was informed I'd need to give it back soon. And so I mined non-stop, clearing hundreds of thousands of blocks until I finally got all the ore required. And not soon after, I got a lot of other components from trading with people. And by trading, I mean I just kind of threw money at them and they just gave me the stuff because I had a lot of it. Give me that. After acquiring my sword, I set out on a side quest for the requirements needed to get the leggings, because I was through mining for devious amounts of time. However, these pants would require me to find ancient cities, which I would soon find out was a lot worse than mining. What? No way. There's no way. There is no way I found those back to back, bro. After getting pestered by Nilla, I farmed some phantoms and played around with some wardens before literally running out of storage on my console, just from game clips, by the way. The only game I have is Minecraft. And it was just Minecraft and game clips. And that is what took up all of my storage. Oh my gosh. A whole terabyte, by the way. Whole terabyte of storage. Yeah. And with that, I want to thank you all for watching episode 1 of this series. If you enjoyed, I ask that you subscribe and like the video. It takes 2 seconds, it helps me out a ton, and it lets me know you've enjoyed this kind of content. And with that, I hope you all have a blessed day.